In a small, peaceful town lived a noble and religious family. Among them was a young girl named Fawzia. She used to go to the madrasa with her mother, recite the Qur'an, and loved learning about Islam. Her face reflected modesty, and her heart was filled with peace. But Shaitan does his work silently. One day, through social media, Fawzia came across a non-mahram boy. At first, she only replied to his salam, thinking there's no harm in that. But the heart is easily deceived. It gets trapped slowly. One evening, she thought to herself, let me just talk to him once over the phone. I'm only being friendly. Nothing wrong in that. But that just once became the test of her heart. Whenever her phone rang, Fawzia's heartbeat quickened. Hearing his voice gave her a strange comfort, as if the emptiness of her heart had been filled. Every night she'd think, what's wrong in talking one more time? And slowly it became a habit. Thoughts began to whisper in her mind. We're only talking on the phone, not meeting or doing anything wrong, so how can it be a sin? That was the trap of Shaitan, who always makes sin look beautiful so that a person never realizes they're going astray. Late at night, Fawzia would sit with her phone in hand. Sometimes she laughed softly, sometimes she sat in silence. When her mother asked, "My daughter, why are you still on your phone so late?" she'd smile and say, "Just chatting with some friends, Ami." But her heart knew it wasn't the truth. One night, when everyone had fallen asleep, Fawzia picked up her phone again. But this time, something felt different. An unusual restlessness filled her chest. She turned off the phone and went into sajda, prostration. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "Ya Allah, am I doing something wrong?" And her heart quietly replied, "Yes, Fawzia, you are losing your modesty." The next morning, she opened the Qur'an, and as she began reading the translation of Surah An-Nisa, she reached Ayah 25, and her eyes filled with tears. And there is no permission for secret friendships. Surah An-Nisa, Ayah 25. Fawzia placed her hand gently on the Qur'an and cried, "Ya Allah, I crossed the limits you set for me. I thought it was just a conversation, but I led my heart down the wrong path." She took her phone, deleted his number, and sat quietly. Her heart fought back, whispering, "Just call him once to say goodbye." But she replied to her own heart, "When Allah has forbidden a relationship, His remembrance is enough to say goodbye." Days passed. At first, life felt empty, quiet, even lonely. But then Fawzia began reading the Qur'an again, attending religious lectures, and seeking peace in the remembrance of Allah. She realized that every act that weakens modesty is the beginning of sin. One day, she wrote in her diary, "I used to think love over the phone was real, but it was only making my soul weaker. Now I only love the one who never deceives, my Rabb." That day, Fawzia's heart found peace, the kind of peace no human voice can give, the peace that comes only from remembering Allah. And Fawzia learned a lesson for life. Love is only beautiful when it follows the path of Allah. Any love that distances you from Him is not love, it's a test. End of the story. Every connection or conversation that goes against Allah's commands, no matter how comforting it feels, eventually leads to restlessness. Keep even your love within the boundaries of Allah, and your life will be filled with blessings and true peace.